Most women believe men are simple when it comes to love and relationships. They think men need little more than affection, intimacy, and occasional encouragement. But the truth is, men remember words just as deeply as women do. A single compliment, given at the right moment and in the right way, can echo in a man's memory for years. These words can shape how he sees himself, how he sees you, and how committed he feels to the relationship. Sadly, only a small percentage of women understand this hidden power. They underestimate the impact of words, missing opportunities to bond deeply. Today, we will uncover 7 compliments that men never forget, even years later. Mastering these will set you apart, because while most women offer surface-level praise, you will be speaking directly to his heart. The first compliment men never forget is about his strength. Not just physical strength, but the strength of his presence. When you tell a man, "I feel safe when I'm with you," it is like giving him oxygen. Men are wired to protect, to provide, to stand tall for the people they love. Deep down, they crave the reassurance that they are succeeding at this role. When you acknowledge his strength, whether it is the way he supports you emotionally, the way he makes you feel secure, or even the way he carries himself in difficult times, he feels like your hero. This type of compliment touches his primal instincts and becomes unforgettable because it tells him he is fulfilling his deepest masculine purpose. The second compliment that lingers in a man's heart is about his intelligence or his mind. Many women focus on looks or actions, but when you tell a man, "I admire the way you think," or "You always have such great ideas," you reach a deeper part of him. Men want to feel that their thoughts are valuable, that their perspective matters. When you validate his intelligence, you are telling him that he is more than what he can do for you. He is someone whose mind you respect. This creates a sense of partnership and admiration that lasts. Long after he forgets small details of daily life, he will remember the woman who made him feel brilliant. The third compliment is about his efforts, especially when they are small and unnoticed by others. Men long to know that what they do matters, that their efforts are not invisible. When you say, "I really appreciate the way you did that for me," or "Thank you for always looking out for me," he feels seen. Many men carry silent burdens, working hard, fixing problems, supporting loved ones, often without much acknowledgement. When you take the time to notice, your words pierce through his exhaustion and remind him why he gives so much. Years later, he may not remember the specific task, but he will remember the gratitude in your voice. The fourth unforgettable compliment is about his appearance. Men may not admit it, but they care deeply about how attractive they are to the woman they love. When you say, "You look so handsome in that shirt," or "I love your smile," it fuels his confidence in a way nothing else can. For many men, the world does not shower them with physical compliments the way women often receive. That is why your words stand out so much more. You become the mirror in which he sees his best self. Decades later, he might still remember the exact moment you told him he looked amazing, because it was rare, genuine, and personal. The fifth compliment is about his influence on your emotions. Telling him, "You make me so happy," or "Being with you always lifts my mood," connects his presence directly to your joy. This is powerful because men want to feel irreplaceable. They want to know that their existence adds something unique to your life that no one else can give. When you link your happiness to him, not in a dependent way, but in a way that shows he enhances your life, you make him feel special in the deepest way. He will never forget the woman who made him believe he was her source of joy. The sixth compliment men treasure is about his growth and potential. When you say, "I love how driven you are," or "I admire the way you were always improving yourself," you ignite his desire to become better. Men thrive on progress. They want to feel that they are moving forward, building, achieving. When you recognize his efforts to grow, whether in his career, his hobbies, or his personal development, he feels inspired to keep going. More importantly, He associates his growth with your support. That bond is unforgettable because he will always connect his progress to your encouragement. The seventh and perhaps most powerful compliment is about who he is at his core. Not what he does, not how he looks, but his essence. When you tell a man, "I love the man you are," or "I admire your heart," you are touching the deepest part of him. Every man fears that he is not enough. This type of compliment quiets that fear. It tells him that you see his soul, not just his surface. Few women give this compliment, which is why it is remembered for a lifetime. To be loved for who you are, not just for what you provide, is every man's secret dream. When you give him that, you become unforgettable. These 7 compliments are not complicated, but they are rare. Most women offer generic words like "good job" or "you're nice," but those fade quickly. The compliments that endure are specific, emotional, and tied to a man's deepest needs. They tell him he is strong, intelligent, appreciated, attractive, impactful, growing, and valuable at his core. When you speak these truths, you are not just flattering him. You are affirming his identity. That affirmation becomes a memory he revisits over and over, especially during hard times. It becomes a reason he stays close, invests more, and cherishes you above all others. Imagine this. Years from now, he may not recall what you wore, the exact places you went, or even every detail of your conversations. But he will remember the night you told him you felt safe in his arms. He will remember the afternoon you admired his ideas. He will remember the moment you thanked him for a small act no one else noticed. These are the memories that shape his loyalty. They are the quiet anchors that keep his heart tied to yours. That is why only 1% of women truly master this, while the rest wonder why men drift away. If you want to stand out, start giving these compliments genuinely and often. Not in a manipulative way, but in a way that reflects your true admiration. Men can sense the difference between empty flattery and heartfelt recognition. The more authentic you are, the deeper the impact. And as you practice, you will see a shift. He will look at you differently. He will invest more in the relationship. He will open his heart in ways you never thought possible. Because he does not forget the woman who made him feel like the best version of himself. At the end of the day, words matter. They can wound or they can heal. They can push a man away or they can bind him closer. When you choose your words with intention, when you offer compliments that touch his soul, you give him a gift he carries for life. And in return, you become the woman he treasures forever.